Yo, hello everybody. Today I decided to make a very special video about giving you guys a tour on my first official website. So I didn't tell this to y'all, but I go to a course where I learn coding. I just finished this year on JavaScript, and for the end of the year I had to make a final project or a website out of all the lessons we learned there. And I decided to make a website where you can track CS2 skin prices. God! Oh my god! I love how the website turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. Without further ado, let's start the tour. Alright guys, so this is basically the website that I've been working on for a long time. I made this website, just for fun, and I say, why not publish it? Why not tell it to my viewers? Because I really like the website and hopefully it does, pretty good and it's useful for all the CS players out there. Alright, so we'll start with the main part of the website, which is the search bar and the information boxes. So let's say I search for a skin, like an AK skin, such as Asimov. As you can see, it tells me the price of the skin. It tells me where the selected version of the skin and the float. It tells the traits that we have selected for the skin. So in the next box, we can actually change those traits. For example, I'll change the wear of the skin from field tested to minimal wear. It will do that and it will tell us the price of the actual skin. There's also a second method to change the wear of the skin, which is with this slide bar. For example, I can choose well worn, and then it's gonna give me the price right here, and it's gonna tell us the selected wear. So it's $42.55. I also added another feature where when we copy this code right here, which is called the inspect code, and we paste it on the chat in game on like a specific server where you can inspect skins. This is basically when you go into a store and you look for some clothes and then you go to try them on first, and if they look good on you, then you can buy them. That's basically what this does. If you want to do this, guys, you can find out a lot of YouTube tutorials that are pretty useful to inspect skins without paying a single dime, and hopefully that's useful. And I've tried it too. It's pretty fun. You can flex to your friends that you bought this skin, but in reality you didn't, just to prank them or anything. And yeah, that's basically it for the main part of the website. And also, guys, on the search bar, as you can see, there is a feature where you can change the currency of the price of the skin. For example, right now it's USD or United States dollar, and we can change it to example Great British pounds, and then it tells us the actual price of that currency, which is pretty useful for people, for example, that live in England or anywhere in the UK, or for example, the people that live in Europe, they can see the price of the skin from their currency, which is pretty useful. Also, right here, we have a button that when we click, it takes us to YouTube and we can see a showcase of the skin. It tells us everything about the skin, how it looks in game, etc. And yeah, that's also a pretty useful feature. I really like this feature. It's pretty good. And now let's go to the other part of the website, which is basically a place where you can look for a specific skin that's inside a case. For example, as you can see here in the gallery case, it tells us the price, which is 79 cents. And also it gives us the possible drops that are in this skin. And then when we click on this, it tells us every single drop that is in the skin. And for example, if I click one of the skins, it tells us the actual price of the skin and some description as well. And if you want to go back, you can just click this button right here, all cases, and it takes you back. Next, we have this part of the website where you can basically browse by collection. So you can click on one of the skin collections and then you can see every single skin that is in this collection. And if you click on one of them, it takes you back here and it tells you the actual price of the skin. So this Desert Eagle, for example, is 170 euros and 16 cents. And then you can also change, the wear of the skin and other stuff like that. You can also sort the skins at that collection that you click. For example, if I click sort by weapon, it sorts every single skin in an alphabetical order, which is pretty useful if some people like that. And yeah, that's it for the collections. There's a lot of collections, guys, so you can basically check on every single one of them if you'd like to. There's also some collections that are from CSGO as well, from CS Global Offensive. And yeah, also, guys, in the header of the website, we have these buttons, which are basically shortcuts for the website. For example, if I click float, it takes me to the float part where I can change the float of the skin, as you can see right here, and it also changes the value of the skin, of course. And also, for example, I can click cases and it takes me to the cases. You know, it's pretty useful as a shortcut if people don't want to scroll all the way to the exact case or skin or collection, etc. Alright, guys, so that's basically it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. The website turned out pretty good. I'm really proud of myself, and I hope you guys are proud of me as well. It took me a really long time to make this website, so I'm really happy that I finally finished it. But over time, I will still add new things to the website, such as fixing bugs, maybe adding new features, etc. And if you liked this website tour, don't forget to like. And if you're not a member of the channel, what are you waiting for? And thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.